honestly, understanding the Tulsa Race Massacre changed my whole understanding of America and how it works and like the driving forces behind it. Because it used to be that I too, like I talked about being, I grew up with racist ideals. I grew up with this understanding, where I too thought that, oh, it's a war on drugs and, drug abuse resistance education. I wore that shirt with pride that like, this is, like down with people that are doing drugs and that, if you work hard and you study hard and you care about these like school and these things, that you can like make something better yourself. And so in like, no, not overtly, but truly in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I'm achieving these things because I'm working hard. It's because I'm caring about school. I'm doing this. And it's like, but why are there no other black kids in my AP classes? Why are there no other black kids that are, it really wasn't until I got to Stanford that I saw other people that looked like me that were trying to do what I was doing. And I know that I had the privilege of having Nigerian parents, which means that they did not grow up under the well, they had a different colonization, but under the American heritage of slavery. So then I found out about this thriving city. There was like this is 50 years after slavery. You take people that were given absolutely nothing, subjected to 50 years after slavery, and let by themselves, thrived. Black people thrived in this community. And so white people seeing that, the audacity of the black man to thrive, to own a business, to be able to uplift other black people, while they were just regularly white and struggling, was just so appalling that they could not stand it. They would not allow it to be. And so then they went in and they killed everybody. They burned down the buildings. They killed everybody. They killed a lot of people. Not everybody died, but they basically disrupted the whole culture, the financial underpinnings. That this is just what happens because black people, just like every other people, like you give them, you let them be by themselves or give them a little something, and they're gonna come up. And so the reason throughout history, the reason that black people have not been achieving throughout history, one might achieve, but as a whole they have not achieved, is specifically because the system has knocked them down. Specifically because the system has knocked them down. Because the audacity of this Negro individual coming up and having the same rights as us, being able to go to the same schools as us, being able to own land near us, be able to be our neighbors, that's not gonna fly. And so to this day, when we're evaluating people for residency and they're thinking, oh, okay, well, it's just the picture that they have in their mind when this black individual is coming through and just existing as confidently and as like eccentrically as just living within himself just doesn't fly. And like nobody wants to be a racist. Nobody thinks of themselves as a racist, but collectively, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. And so like you guys see it. Go back through everything. You go Tulsa Race Massacre, the war on drugs, redlining. It's all the same. It's all the same thing. Is that we can't let them we can't let them just be. We can't let them get too much because that ain't right. Because it isn't right. That is racism. And so yeah, that's I need y'all to understand that the way that I understood it. Because like I said before, I too have been raised under racism. I have racist thoughts against myself, against people that look like me. So of course you do. We all do. This is America. This is what we were taught. This is how we were brought up. This is what we see on TV. It's been perpetuated. And until we first recognize it, we will not be able to change it. It first comes with recognition. Like you yourself, me, myself, I have racist thoughts against Black people. I demean Black people. Without thinking, without subconsciously, I do. Boom. Know that. That is just the truth. Then from there, we can turn to anti-racism. We can combat those thoughts with real action.